This is Torah in 2 minutes ish. It's the week we read from the Parshat Noach, the story of Noah. So I tried to come out here while it was still raining, but it's not still raining. It's my forehead. It's not still raining, but what are you going to do? The ground's still wet. The story of Noach begins. Think of how it begins. It begins with declaring that Noach ich sadik tamim haya b'dorotav, that he was a righteous person, sort of unblemished in his generations. And even if there's that qualifier there, because Noah's generation wasn't such a great time to be human, because they all got killed. Still, he's the only person in the entire Torah, the entire Bible, the entire Tanakh, who's described as ish sadik, as being a righteous person. So the only one to get that description, that's a good way to start out. But also think of how he ends. After the flood, it says Noah began by planting a vineyard and making wine, getting drunk, passing out naked. Not a good look. He's, whatever, he's like 500 years old when, it's like closer to 300 years old when this happened, so probably really not a good look, but any age, you shouldn't be passing out drunk, even though it says it was in his tent, so not in public. You're not supposed to be getting drunk and passing out naked. His story doesn't end well. And yet, he still gets that great description of being an ish tzaddik, which teaches us something, it seems. That, one, in most instances, outside of a few criminal instances, we're not supposed to judge ourselves or others on our worst moments. Noach has, PTSD. He just saw everyone besides his family wiped out. And so he gets drunk, and he has a bad moment. But he's more than that. He still gets to be an ish tzaddik. He still is thought of well, even though he is not perfect and he makes mistakes. We should remember this when we judge ourselves and other people. Often, our worst moments aren't what we really want to be remembered by. There's a totality of character we're supposed to look at, patterns of character, outside of a few criminal instances, not just one moment. And we can learn that from the Noah story, even on an overcast and no longer rainy day. Shabbat Shalom.